Well, I'm getting there. Finally getting this Stepvan kind of put together on the inside. Here it goes. Anyways, I don't usually show myself on camera just because I don't like showing myself on camera. Figured I'd go ahead and talk a little bit about what's left on this Stepvan that I have. It's a 1974 GMC Stepvan. It's actually not a Stepvan per se, the brand, but the value van, which is the GMC model. Chevy is the Stepvan, but the Stepvan term is interchangeable with most curbside delivery type vehicles. Anyways, I finally got the floor laid in, got a threshold here on the front door here, and I need to do the threshold in the back door there. And the plan is I need something heavier duty for the back because I have a lot of heavy stuff I'll probably be moving in and out, and I don't want to catch the lip of that vinyl plank, cause to roll up or tear, whatever. And I have my heater here, which it's actually, weather's pretty nice, and I just left it there for now. It's not going to stay there. I was doing some testing with the vacuum gauge on my engine, and it's reading pretty low as far as vacuum should read, I think, between 18 and 22 inch of mercury. On this one here, it's reading right around 14 to 16, which is pretty low. That's usually indicative of worn rings, low oil consumption, and it does smoke, which has always been the plan. I have a straight 6 292 that I'll put in here if I get to that point where I need to do that. But it actually runs pretty good. It does smoke, but when I drive around the neighborhood, it gets up and goes. I haven't really driven out on the main roads because it's not legal yet. I don't have any tags for it. I have tags on it just kind of keep them off my butt for the code enforcement, but there's no, they're not legal for this vehicle. They're actually legal for another vehicle which we sold, not just the tags on here for now. But in the meantime, I've been driving around the neighborhood, and it runs and drives great. All the power steering works, the brakes work. I've rebuilt the car, but it all runs good. It starts up perfect. Here, I'll go ahead and show you a picture of the dash I have set up over here. Let me see here. Actually, here's the threshold I did for the front. It's actually pretty heavy aluminum. And I have, I think in my other video I do show, I have a heads display speedometer. I have the rear view camera for there. There's toggle switches, so they're not always on. If I just want to hang out and do stuff in here, I can turn them on and off. This one here is actually a spotlight for the front. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me turn it on. I'm not going to start the vehicle up. I'll just get the power on. The way I have this set up is with the key in the on position, then everything kicks on, including the camera. Move this around so you can see. So I have this set up so it's always on, and that way I don't have to worry about putting in reverse, because a stick shift vehicle usually sometimes, like in my driveway, I may just coast back in reverse. There's no point in putting it in actual gear. I mean, I've never done that with stick shift. I don't know why. In automatic I would, but I also have a coil, so I can coil switch, so I can turn it on and off. If I want to just turn the engine over without actually having it start, I can use this and disable and stuff with the forward wire. It's just easier to do it without having to take the doghouse off. And so, anyways, yeah, I just have the toggle switch, and the other one is my spotlight. See, I don't even know if you can actually see it. Oh, yeah, here. I got another switch right here for that. You see the little red light? So there's that. Let's see what that looks like. Really pretty cool. Oh, yeah. It's pretty badass. Yeah. Anyways, just a lot extra. So let me turn that off. I keep it off right there, but I also have a switch right there. I'll turn that off. The battery pack. Just give me a second here. I don't like this tripod, this GoPro. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a little magnetic light right here that just sticks on. It's kind of neat. As you can turn down all the way low or up high. For right now, just leave it on high. I'll show you what's going on here. So anyways, so I finally got all the rest of this insulation put on. I still need to do the door seals, just haven't done that yet. Haven't really, that's one of those things I can do anytime, but I need to be able to put the insulation in, put the walls up. I bought these boards here. I bought 6 of them. They're gonna go across here. There can be a top, middle, and a lower level. And same with this side. That's some aluminum flashing I was looking at doing. And that'll go right there. So looks pretty good. The floor came out really nice. I had one spot I'm kind of mad about, and I may still tear it up a little bit to redo it. They actually have stuff for this floor, which actually you can fill that in. I think I have it inside my garage. Anyways, yeah, so that's what that is. Let me show you the floor. That's what the floor actually looks like. It's got the rubber layer underneath. It's not supposed to be glued down. It's a vinyl laminate, and it has a pretty, like an 8 mil layer. It has a pretty thick layer. And anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm bought some picket fence board. You know, I mean, I could be like everyone else and go buy repurposed stuff, but I don't really, with this COVID stuff going on, I'm not gonna go down there and weed through that and pick through good boards, bad boards, whatever. I just went ahead and bought some picket fence stuff. I'm gonna sand it down. Right now, I'm gonna let it dry up, and then I'll go on ahead and sand it down, and I'm gonna stain it in a dark walnut. Not as dark as the floor. I'm just gonna put like a real light layer on it just to give it a little brown tone to it. I don't really want it darker than my floor. So I'll just probably test on a couple pieces. And the ceiling, I'm gonna either paint it aluminum, silver, or white. I haven't decided yet. Part of it was already painted white from the people that had the vehicle before me. So I may just put another coat on there, something a little more gloss to reflect, or aluminum colored. I need to fix this stuff right here. That's another problem I have. Let me see if you, I don't know if, yeah, I'll have to redo this, but I'm not too worried about it because I got to run that wire through there anyways for my fantastic fan. So let's step outside here. There's the wood I have. About 22 pieces. Should be enough for what I'm doing. Actually, should be 44 pieces. I'm thinking about it, 22 on each side for the dimensions. I got it standing up to let it dry. It kind of rained on earlier, and I don't want to warp it, and it probably will anyways. So I'll screw it in 3 different places. But yeah, that's coming along pretty nice. I'm getting there. There's that camera up there. I don't know if this will, I don't really know how to use this GoPro yet very well, but I'm getting there. Actually, I don't know how well it shows up on this GoPro, but the front needs to be painted. I haven't painted it yet. It kind of looks like a different color than you can tell right there. My wife didn't even notice. I said something to her about it. And I'll probably epoxy the floor real well, and then go on ahead and either use rubber mat or some kind of footing that'll keep it from getting slippery when it gets wet. And I had to drill some holes and tap into the base, but I needed something to keep that lip from rolling. And I'm probably gonna put that siding all the way along here too. I'm just gonna cover this up. I'm not even gonna worry about messing with that partition. This side here even has staples still sticking in it, but it'll get taken care of. This all come along, this COVID thing. It's terrible what's going on, you know. I don't really know what all the true facts are. I hear different things. I know people are getting sick. Some people show no symptoms. Others, you know, makes them sick and they have to go to the hospital. I don't know anybody that's got it. And I work with 7,500 people in the company I work for. And we're all right there in the same building. I haven't heard of anyone getting it. And I'm in a fairly decent sized town, but you know, I don't look in everything as being conspiracy. I'll just go ahead and go along with it. It's giving me time off to go ahead and take care of some stuff, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. And like I said, I've got the floor done, got the wallboard put in. I did a weld job on a vehicle for a customer. I got another couple days worth of welding to do on it, and then I have another guy. He needs me to do some welding on a Fox body Ford. So I don't know, I'm staying busy. I'm making a little extra money, a little cash outside of my big job. And then you know, they laid us off. Well, we don't really know. It was going to be this week. We would have gone back, and then they put it off another couple weeks, and then now they've made it a state of emergency in this state that I'm at right now, which is I'm in Missouri. But anyways, so that's really all I know. It's all I've got done on this for today. And I'm going to try to focus on putting the wood slats on tomorrow on each side. And then I don't know how I'll do along this. I kind of like having that metal because I think it's kind of good to have a magnetic surface. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Haven't decided. I may just paint it. Even you can get texturing rollers and make it look like grain or texture on there. Maybe do something weird like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But it's getting there. My wife's excited. She'll be glad I can get rid of my cargo van. I have a cargo van out there that needs some welding done to it, which that'll be my next project after I'm done with this. I gotta get the cargo van emptied out and move all my stuff in here. I want to make this an RV type recreational vehicle, but it's also going to be something where I can run my business out of, my side business. And that's kind of what the big game plan is. So yeah, I mean, I want to be able to hit the road and do stuff with it, but I also need to make sure I can use it as a business. And you know, I can write it off. Some of the expenses on there, I can be able to write it off if I use it for part of my business. So with that, that's just the latest update. I want to shout out to Gina Payne. She's been wonderful. She gave me a shout out here the other day for you know, helping her out on some stuff. She's a wonderful person. Her channel is Life's Been Good So Far, and yep. Anyways, she's on YouTube. She does video every day, which is more than I can do. And I'll be honest, I don't like editing. I'm about as rough as it gets when it comes to video stuff. Maybe I'll get better at it. I'm going to see if I can piece together this. I'm going to try to tie in part of the running the vacuum gauge on the engine, so you kind of see what it's reading at. And it holds steady and rev it up, and it'll give you an idea of what a low reading is. It's probably rings or oil issues or something. But other than that, I'll see if I can piece it in there. I'm not real good with this YouTube stuff. So with that, I talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.